ATIA 110, Solving Quadratic Equations by Factoring, Part 2. So here's the review of what we did before. X squared plus 5x minus 6 equals 0. This is just an example. And when we factor, we put our x's at the beginning. We need two numbers that multiply to negative 6 and add to positive 5. We could use plus 6 and negative 1. When you times those, you get negative 6. When you add them, you get 5. Because they multiply to equal 0, one of the factors has to equal 0 or the other one has to equal 0. So we subtract 6, so x could be negative 6, or on this one we could add 1, x could equal 1. Here's an example where the coefficient of x squared is not equal to 1. So the first step we need to do is take our first term and our last term with the sign and multiply them together. So we have negative 4x squared. Now we want to replace our middle term with two factors of negative 4x squared that will add to positive 3x. And this would be a negative x times a positive 4x. So we have 2x squared minus x plus 4x minus 2 equals 0. So we just replaced that middle term with this negative x plus 4x. Then we're going to factor by grouping. So we group the first two and the last two and leave the plus sign in the middle. In the first term, we take out an x. We have 2x minus 1. In the second one, we'll take out a 2. So we have plus 2. In the parentheses left is 2x minus 1. Then we factor out the 2x minus 1, and we're left with x plus 2. Then we set each factor equal to 0 to find what our x can equal. So we'll subtract 1, and we get 2x equals negative 1 divided by 2. So x will equal negative, we don't want to subtract 1, we want to add 1. Because that will get rid of this, so we'll have a positive 1/2. Or, in this case, we're going to subtract 2, so x can be negative 2. That's the end of the lesson.